Hi guys, it's Nancy, and today I am showing you the December 2021 Glimmer of the Month kit from Spellbinders. I love these Glimmer of the Month kits because, as you guys know, the hot foil dies are kind of expensive, and this is a good way to build up your stash, and they always come with a roll of foil. So for December, you're going to get this beautiful roll of blush gold foil, okay? Very, very pretty. And you're going to get 3 hot foil dies or 3 hot foil stamps, excuse me, and the matching dies. So you have this beautiful botanical crest, and it also has the interior and exterior die to cut that out. You have one sentiment that says, wishing you a year of magical moments, and the matching die to cut that out. You have a happy birthday hot foil stamp and the matching die to cut that out. And then you have these tiny little flowers. Okay, so I have an idea in my head. Let's see if I can put it together. The first thing I'm going to do is tape my plates together. So if you watched any of my videos before, I have a whole bunch on foiling. In the hot foil folder, I actually also have a Spellbinders folder playlist. I have taped together my plates with some heat-safe Cricut tape. Okay, so my 2 plates are taped together, the thin shim and the clear shim. They call it the spacer pad. And what I like to do is tape it to my platform, okay? This helps it so that I don't have any jiggling when I am pulling the platform on and off of the heating element, just sitting here warming up, by taping this plate together. Now, because this element plugs in at the top here, I didn't have any luck plugging it in on the top. So what I like to do is actually plug it in on the side, or sorry, tape it on the side here, okay? So I'm going to show you how I do that real quick. I have already pre-cut some pieces of tape here, and all I'm going to do is just put that, make sure this is lined up where I want it, and then tape that down. And I'm going to go all the way across the back of the platform. Okay, and I'm going to use about 3 or 4 pieces of tape so that I don't have any wiggling when my platform goes through my die cutting machine, the Platinum. And I'm making it fairly tight. And this is the last piece of tape. And I redo this every few months or so because as the tape stretches, it gets loose. Okay, so I have 4 pieces of tape now wrapped around the front of my 2 plates and here. Okay, and now I can open it through this sort of hinge method. Okay, so the idea I have is we're going to plug that in and let that warm up. Is to sort of make this geode looking card. And what I mean by that is, you know, geodes are very popular in resin. You know, people just like to have this kind of look where it's mixed with glitters and foils and pearls. So I grabbed some papers out of my stash. I believe these came from the Sizzix. Don't quote me on this. I'll link it down below once I find it. But this came out of the Sizzix. I think it's the rose gold package, but there's a piece of this kind of matte, and then there's this brushed rose gold color, and there is this glitter, and then there's the pearlescent. So what I'm going to do is while my machine is heating up, I'm going to use some of my dies, and I'm going to stack this together. Here's the pearlescent, by the way. And I'm going to make a little card, and then we'll foil what we want out of the card, all right? So I have my card base. I've already pre-cut everything. So I have a 5.5 by 4 1/4 card base. And I'm going to start with the brushed metal. That is cut to 5.5 by 4 1/4. So that's going to fit perfectly on my card front here. Okay, and then I cut the glitter piece down to 5 1/4 by 4, and we're going to layer that on. Okay, and then my idea is to foil on the pearlescent. I think I have this cut down to like 4 1/4, is to foil on here and layer that on top there. So we have this kind of faux geode, you know, sparkly, foiled, beautiful pearlescent birthday card. So we're going to take the Botanical Crest hot foil and I'm going to line that up. And I want to kind of line this area here where it's sticking out in the corners, so I have enough room to put my die around it, because I'm going to cut out the inside and the outside. So we're going to use a little piece of washi tape to just tape that in place. I've already cut a piece of the blush foil down. You don't need to do any dusting or anything like that, because this is hot foil, not toner foil. Now, if you can't see where everything's at, this is where the tape comes in handy, because you're going to line this up where you want it. Right about there, and then you're just going to add that tape. You know, we always talk about the hinge method, just so you have that positioned correctly. So we're going to open this up, and the pretty side of the foil always goes up. So hot foil is different from other foils. Hot foil has an adhesive built onto the back side, so when it gets heated and pressed, it will stick. Toner foil will not do that. So if you're having any issues with your foiling, you want to make sure that you are using the proper foils. And the Spellbinders foils do work best with the Spellbinders machine. There's a lot of different hot foil manufacturers out there. You have to be careful because they do work at different temperatures. So you just want to be aware of that. All right, so now I'm just going to kind of make sure that's all lined up. There's nothing sticking out. I'm going to cut off the excess foil. Now, I've already pre-done one of these, and I've used the center to foil the sentiment. I did the happy birthday, so let me see if I can get this one. So we kind of kill 2 birds at one stone by foiling both at the same time. And just to keep that in place, I'm going to put a little piece of tape on that. And I do want to be careful because I am going to cut the center out. You can do this during your foiling or after. There's no right or wrong way. I just don't want it touching any of those edges. There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to put this whole thing in here. Okay, now it says my platform is ready. I'm going to hit the timer button, and it's going to take about a minute to heat up. Okay, now I want to show you the one I did earlier. And hot foil, by the way, sticks to any kind of paper. There's no right or wrong paper for hot foiling. You don't need to do anything special when you're hot foiling. But I had a little bit of over foiling with this. So normally I would go in with my mono sand eraser. You see all that hot foiling there? Well, I took some washi tape, you guys, and I just went in with the washi tape, and look at that. It takes all that excess foiling off of there, and I don't have to worry about scratching up my paper. Sometimes when you're using these specialized papers, you have to be careful because you go in with a mono sand eraser, and that could scratch your papers up, and you know, we don't want that. So you can use a little bit of washi tape, and you can see it lifts all of that overfoiling right out of the way without me scratching anything. Look at that. All that extra foil is now stuck to the bottom of my tape here. And I didn't scratch any of it up. Look how nice that looks. Got a little bit on my happy birthday here. So there's a quick tip for you guys. Just use a nice, a softer washi tape and pull that off. Okay. We're done blinking now, so we're going to be able to run this through our die cutting. This is the platinum machine. So I'm going to pull my platform off of the glimmer heating element. I take the whole thing over and slowly roll it through my machine. Now, every die cutting machine is different. You may need to add an extra shim if your machine isn't tight enough. Some machines are too tight and people have to take an extra shim off of there. You'll just have to try your machine and see which works best for you. Okay. Now I can remove this whole thing. I did also get, let me show you guys. You can now order, if you have the older magnetic tweezers, you can now order the Spellbinders magnetic pickup tool by itself on the Spellbinders website. I'll link that for you guys as well. And all you do here is you just grab that. It'll pull it up. Now I have tape on mine, obviously, but I'll show you here. So you pull that up, and then when you're ready to release it, press the button, and it releases it. Isn't that pretty neat? Previously, we had to use these tweezers, and people kept trying to pick them up like this. And then it was like, okay, how do I get it off? Well, you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to close the tweezers, pull it up by the magnet, and then open the tweezers to release. So they've put the same idea now with this guy. That's pretty neat, right? So you can purchase this separately now. All right, so now I'm going to lift this and take a look at it, which looks pretty good to me from what I can tell so far. Yeah, that's done. And again, I have a little bit of overfoiling, so I'm just going to go around with my tape, lift some of that overfoiling off of there. All right, I'm going to go and die cut all of these pieces out. I'm not going to make you guys watch that. I'll be back in just a moment. Okay, guys, I have die cut that, and I put some foam tape on there, but I have an idea. I'm going to jazz this up a little bit more. You can certainly stop where we're at. I'm going to cut this piece, which is the kind of the matte layer, I guess. I'm going to cut this to 5 by 3 3/4. Is that going to be wide enough? Hold on. Before we cut that, let's make sure that that's going to be... Yeah, because that's just going to be in the middle. Okay, so 5 by 3 3/4. All right. I'm going to turn this into a shaker card. I know, Nance, what are you doing? All right, so since this is the center, I'll put a little tape on this. We're going to die cut this. Bear with me. Bear with me, you guys, because I think this is going to look pretty good. All right, and then my happy birthday is there. So we have to decide. Here's the other one. Let's see how this is going to look. Okay, I think I kind of like that. So this has to be cut out like so. And you'll notice this die cuts very close, you guys. All right, so we need to move it down a little. Right about there. All right, let me cut that out and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. So bear with me. I have some sequins here somewhere. Here we go. Or glitter. Do I have any rose gold? I don't have any rose gold glitter, do I? Well, we're going to use this little baggie that you can find in the jewelry section. And these little glitters. And what we're going to do is dump some of this in here. They're kind of iridescent. Okay, that might be a little too much, but that's okay. Checking my stash to see what else I got. Okay, I got some. These might be too fun. These are too party-ish, right? That's too much going on there. All right. All right, we're just going to go with this for now. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else in rose gold. Okay, so we're going to go with these guys. That's enough fun. Okay, and flip this over. We're going to tape this to the inside here. So let me get my super extreme Tombow here. Okay. All right, so that'll stick that baggie on there. Covers that up. And then this bottom part I can actually tape up out of the way. No one will ever know that it's there. See? It's almost like a snowy card. Okay, that's really pretty. That's taped up. We're good there. And then we're going to put some foam tape on here. Because we're doing a little baggie here, you don't need a lot of foam tape. It'll move on its own. There's no big beads or anything in there, no seed beads or anything. It's a very low bulk shaker card. Okay. Hopefully you guys can see where I'm going with this. All right, now we're going to bring our card back in. Fun little shaker. Okay, we're going to pull backing off. Actually, no, I don't want to do that yet. I want to attach this stuff first. So now I'm going to attach this, which I've already taped. Line that up perfectly like that. I have my little happy birthday, which I'm going to put down here. There we go. I'm going to glue this on the inside, wishing you a year of magical moments. And we've made a faux Geo shaker card. I don't think I've seen anybody do that yet. Maybe. I haven't seen it. But when I saw this botanical crest, I didn't think of flowers. I thought of geodes because of the shape. So now we have our foam tape on there. And we're going to line that up. Stick down the edges. And there we go. Oh my gosh, they came out so cute. So cute, you guys. All right, so there we go. That is the December Glimmer of the month. It's called Botanical Crest. Let me show you again what you're going to get inside this kit. Everything is included. It's a monthly kit from Spellbinders. You're going to get a roll of Glimmer hot foil. You're also going to get your 3 hot foil plates. So these do not cut, they hot foil. So we have the Botanical Crest. We have the sentiment, wishing you a year of magical moments, and the sentiment, happy birthday. So again, to show you what those look like. Okay, the blush foil, you get the dies that cut out the outside, the dies cut out the inside, which you can see I've done here. And then you get the 2 dies which cut out the sentiments, which one of mine grew legs and walked away. But you do get the 2 dies that cut out the sentiments, and you get these tiny little flowers, which I did not use in the video. But it's a wonderful kit. It's a good value. Again, if you're just starting out with hot foiling and you want to build up your stash, I think this is a great way. You can cancel at any time, but this is a great value. And it oftentimes coordinates with the other kits that they have. So they have the Clear Stamp of the Month kit. They have the large die, the small die. So it's a lot of fun to get this kit, and I think for the value for the money, there are a lot of kits out there where you don't get the value. This is a great value, so go check it out. I'll put the links down below if you can help support my channel by using the affiliate link. I do get a small commission from Spellbinders, and if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. But there you go. Thanks for watching, guys, and keep on foiling. Bye-bye.